Hey everybody, in this video we're going to use another selection tool, the quick selection and the refine edge. So I'm going to bring up another Photopea. Let's go to photopea.com. It's opened up and you're going to bring in 3 of these dogs from Schoology. 2, 3. All right, remember the drill. Image, canvas size. Remember it needs to be inches. 8 by 10. Okay. Let's create a new layer for the background. I'm okay with this color, but if you want to change it a little bit, click OK. Magic wand tool. Paint bucket. We want the paint bucket. So here it is under the gradient, paint bucket. Click on the canvas. It colored my layer. But since my layer is on top, I can't see the other things beneath. So I'm going to grab my layer and I'm going to pull it all the way down to the bottom. One more time, down to the bottom. There we go. Now my dogs are all stacked up, one on top of the other. So I'll go to one layer, and in order to move them, I need to go to the Move tool. So I'm going to go to the Move, click Transform Control so then I can see which one I'm moving. There we go. I'm coming to the next layer. I can see which one's on that layer and move it. All right, let's go to the first one. There's my dog. I'm going to use the quick selection because let's check this out first. Before we use the magic wand, if we use the magic wand, remember how it only selects one color at a time? We'll see how it's kind of not selecting a lot. It's only selecting one color. And if I do the dog, it selects even less, just a little bit. So let's try the quick selection instead. I'm going to go back to select, deselect. Select, okay. Now I'm on the quick selection tool and I'm going to select the dog. Oh, it must be rasterized. I forgot again. Now it's rasterized. I'm going to click on the dog and it pretty much selected that dog. But what I'm going to show you is we're going to check on the selection. We're going to check the selection. So this button lets us check on it. I'm going to click that and it gives us this red area just so that we can see more clearly because that little dotted line that was the selection is very hard to see. So this is just gives us a mode to see it easier. So when I click on that, I can see how the dog's fur looks very pixelated and it looks very hard edged. And I'm not happy with that because I like the dog's fur and I want to show the fur. So when this happens, when you need to refine the edge a bit, you go up to, we're going to get off of this mode and we're still selected. Make sure that we're on the quick selection. We are. On the quick selection, it's still selected. We're going to go up to refine edge. And Photopea is going to help us to select that fur a little bit better. So let's click on this magnifier, this plus, and I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to show you that this box on the left shows me is where I can manipulate what I want selected and what I don't want selected. Over here, it's showing me what is already selected. So what is already selected is the dog. To see it a little more easily, I will put this black in for the background. It's just a placeholder. So already Photopea has refined the edge for me a bit with that fur because it is giving me these 3 different boxes, white, if I paint with the paintbrush in white here, I can have more selection. So for example, let's do this. I'm going to paint with white. Okay. Well, unfortunately, look, I could see the background. So that's the positive area, is the white. If I get black, I can, and I paint it, that's disappearing. Only my dog is showing up. So I'm going to go back and make that disappear. But now I have more of a hard edge there. And so Photopea gives us a third option, which is this gray. And I can do it over fur and stuff. And that means that Photopea will try to figure out what is background and what is fur. So I have a huge tool, a huge brush. I need a smaller brush. You can actually go up here, and now I'm going to size it down a bit. And I'm going to take the gray and I'm going to go over, see, where am I? Oh, I'm so small. The brush is so small. I'm brushing gray, and if you can see, over here, it has already started refining that. So Photopea did a pretty good job. I think that I will just go back up in size just a bit. Okay, now when oops, I messed up. Now there's probably an area over there. See, that's going to turn green. So let me go back and get my black for the background. Black for the background. All right. I probably can go up just a little bit. I can probably add a little bit more over here. Actually, if you go and do the brackets next to the letter P, you can go up or down with your brush. So brackets next to the P, see, it's much easier than having to go up there. So I can bracket it down a little bit. Brackets next to the P, it's a shortcut. I'm going to come over here and click to get a little more fur. Do you see how the fur came out a little better there? It's showing up. I'm painting with the gray. All right, now let's go take the hand, and I want to scroll down here because this is something I definitely want to get rid of. So I'm going to work with black to hide that. The black hides, the white reveals. Over here, hide this. There we go. All right, I think I'm pretty much finished with this. Depending on the level of fur, you can refine more if it's a different thing. So now when you're finished and want to get out of the mode, you're going to come over here, and you have options to put on a new layer, to do a raster mask, and to do a selection. We're going to do a raster mask. That means the dog's background will not disappear. We're not deleting it. We're going to hide it. So raster mask, click OK, and there's my dog. And look and see how nice that edge is now that Photopea helped me with that gray area. I have nice fuzzy fur. And so now you are just going to go on the Move tool. Remember, transform controls. You can hold Shift and make your dog larger or smaller. You can rotate it. And you're going to do that for the other two dogs also. So good luck.